Hello, and welcome to another episode of I Lie with me, Smidge, and me, Jason. Hello, and welcome to episode number 20. Oh yeah, I Lie number 20. Yeah, I Lie number 20. That's fantastic. And I'm still painting. I'm still surviving this painting a day. And today I wanted to paint a 2-inch brush. I can't say Bob Ross. Can you say Bob Ross, Smidge? No? Okay, I'll say it. Painting a Bob Ross 2-inch brush. Oh what? Bob Ross 2-inch brush. Bob Ross 2-inch brush. I told you I could say it. Yeah, you can only say it with my mouth hidden though. Yeah. Anyway, so I thought I would do a 2-inch brush because I never thought you could do paintings using a brush that big. And I remember one day I was watching, I was looking for a painter, and I happened upon an episode on Discovery, I think I was watching, and there's this guy with his big afro and beard, and he did this forest painting in about 25 minutes, and I was mesmerised. Yeah, you wasn't there. Yeah, I was. No, you wasn't. I was. No, well, anyway. I was mesmerised, and so let's pay homage to the 2-inch brush and paint it. Okay, you could have sit there, are you, Smidge? Yeah. Okay. Well, as you watch me paint the 2-inch brush, Smidge. Poor Smidge. He's doing well. He's the mascot for Lie. You know, you need a mascot. So, to start this painting off, I need to make my mark with this brush. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is start measuring. Apologies for the reflection. I can't, the sun's started to shine a bit, and I can't block it out anymore. I haven't got blackout curtains. Maybe that's something I should invest in. I've got blinds up, never mind. But you get the gist. I'll do this all the way through. So you can see. So yeah, I took a picture of my 2-inch brush, one of them. I got quite a few, to be honest, when I was out on the road teaching. I had a few. Here we go. So, some people say, oh, well, why don't you paint in the Bob Ross style anymore? Well, I actually do. That's the weird thing. You know, that's how I started. But it is just painting. There isn't a huge difference between painting in like that style and painting normally. Not really. I don't think anyway. You use mediums, but even if you watch some of Bob Ross's episodes, he doesn't use any medium. But it does make, you know, for that more I don't want to say easy approach, because it isn't really easy. It looks easy. When you have a go at it the first time, you're like, oh, well, how come Bob Ross made it look so easy, didn't he? And it ain't easy. It's fun. Once you start getting used to that method, though, you can knock out paintings pretty fast. But, like he says on the shows, you might want to take your art further and do stuff like this. Painting a 2-inch brush. Or maybe you want to just continue doing that. Whacking out paintings. Nothing wrong with that. See, you get the choice, don't you? You can do whatever you like. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do a bit of a sketch of this brush to get me started, and I'm going to do about about there, about here. I'm not going to go too crazy with my measuring. What I want to do, this is my plan, I want to trick my eye into thinking this is a real brush. From a distance anyway. That's what I like about doing the realism things. It's just something to trick the eye, and I like doing that. I did this drawing once of a pair of scissors. Just check that. Okay. Let me just check that a sec. Maybe we should measure this pretty long. No, I see. So that line should go to number 4. So that is part of this bit. Oops. And that goes about there, and that's about there. Number 2's about there. And now this bit, I can't remember, what was I saying now? I can't remember. I think I lost my train of thought because I started realising I was losing it. Losing it about there at the end of the brush, and how straight is that handle. So we've got to think about brush structure as well. So that handle's about there. I've got to think about the wooden handle. Goes into this shape, and then it probably about here, and then the bristles are stuck in it, and then they put this round to hold the bristles in. I've never really looked at a brush that closely. I think they jam it in with this anyway. I probably should look more. Yeah, so that is about what. One of the bit. So how far along is that? About 2. So about there. Something like that, and we can work on the shape as we paint it. We just want a basic idea using our thin paint. Okay, so that'll do. I think we can work on that idea, and yeah, and then what the shadow's about. I say I'm not going to measure this really strict, and then I start measuring everything. I start becoming a perfectionist. It's hard not to. So we've got that shadow in there, and it goes down there. Okay, that'll do for our basic shape. Now, let's just get rid of some of that bit there. I might need that brush again later. Now, I want to start painting the bristles. So, instead of painting every hair in, because, you know, that'd be crazy, painting every single hair, I'm going to look for colour. So, I can see the colours changing as it's been used. You know, it's got a bit reddish there, a bit greenish there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mid-tone in. Oh, I'm struggling to speak. Just put the mid-tone in of areas, and then we'll start adding in a little detail, and then same with this bit. I've got this goldish colour, and then there's like bits of black and green and stuff, and black there, and then this handle is sort of a yellowy white. It's got the paint bits on it. It's got a nice shadow there, and then the line of light there, the separator between the light of the handle and then the shadow. And the shadow has a yellow tinge to it as well. So when I take these pictures for reference, all I do is put whatever it is on a piece of paper and just take the photo with my phone. And it's working really well on the mobile. Oakley dokley-doo. Let's get some paint out. So, looking at those bristles, I think brown, burnt umber. I think yellow ochre possibly. So burnt umber, yellow ochre. I think burnt sienna. Maybe. 10 points to Gryffindor, if anyone can work out who used to say maybe. Maybe I'll put this here, maybe I'll put this there. What a show. Right, black. There's a bit of black there, some there. There isn't too much black in this actually. Right, let's have a look at the brush bristles. The hog hair brush bristles. So if you get the burnt umber out and then go, I'll just do this just to block the light a little bit, and you can go, oh, that's too dark, too dark. So how am I going to lighten it? Well, I could use white. Yeah, I think burnt sienna might work. A bit of yellow ochre. Let's have a look at that. Looks pretty nice. So that disappears quite well actually, doesn't it? Trying to hold it so you can see. Yeah, so it disappears, which is what I want. Disappearing colour. So I'll block this bit in with this colour. So I'm going to use a thin, very thin mixture of colour. And then we'll start changing it with colours on top of this. Just want to get the basic shape in, the basic tones in. And down here is a bit more darker, so I'll just use a bit more of the brown. But it actually needs a bit of black in it. Let's get a bit of black. Just pull that up. Pull that up into there. You start getting bristle shapes just by pulling that paint up. It's got a bit of light there at the top. I'm going to pull some of them down. I was so excited when I got my first 2-inch brush. I actually got it in a master set, and I remember doing my first picture and I thought, wow, this is hard. I made a right mess. And I thought to myself, well, some areas are alright. I remember thinking that the water looked alright, and and then I thought, well, I've got a nice water, and some of my trees looked okay, but on the whole it was pretty bad. And I remember thinking, I've spent a lot of money on these paints, and this is all I can do. So I persevered a bit, and got a bit more used to the technique. And I thought, oh, maybe I could, he says in one of the episodes, he was saying, oh, maybe you could be an instructor. And I thought, oh, he must be talking to me. And I thought, well, I'm enjoying it. Maybe I could be an art teacher. So I always wanted to learn at school, and they never really taught skills. Not much anyway. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn skills. I didn't want to do all this I didn't want to do anything modern, really. I've got nothing against modern art, it's just not for me, you know. I don't understand it. I might suddenly start doing it. I don't want to cut anything out of I don't want to block the idea out, because it's something I might end up doing. It's just I don't understand it as well as doing a painting that looks like something. I'm just sort of pulling down. I need to start working on some of the other areas. Let's, before we make a mess of that bit, let's start thinking about this bit. So I think some black and yellow. Looking at that colour, that metal, it looks black and yellow to me. Oh, close. Close but no cigars. I'm using yellow ochre. I find yellow ochre and black, ivory black, you can mix a lot of these metals up. So we're a bit too dark now, so I've got a bit more yellow back in. So it disappears in some areas, and some areas it doesn't. So a bit more yellow. Let's have a look at that. That's a good base colour. Yeah, that is a good base colour. So let's put that in. Put it in along there. And we want that. It's quite a light line. I might put it in. Might put that in now. Let's get some white. Into our yellowy colour. And it's about that. Just a bit of white in it. So it just gives a tiny space, and that's as well, put it in. here, and then we'll go darker again. Just wiping my paint off and going back into this black and yellow colour. Black and yellow ochre. Try and get the whole of the painting done before we start doing details. It's very difficult to not, well, I find anyway, to not want to dive in and do detail. Just thinking about that edge there. Okay, now there's a light bit. Let's get some of that light again. Some white. Another light bit. I'm going to go across there. Okay, and then sit back and have a look again. I can see more little detail I could do, but I want to try and hold myself until I get near the end before I start throwing in detail. Always holding back until the last minute, and then I can go poo, poo, pew, poo. It feels good doing it like that. Trying to get this kind of straight, using the straightness of the brush to get this. And I'm using a Winsor and Newton canvas board again. I like these canvas boards. I was gutted when my art shop stopped selling them. Gutted. They're so good. Right, how far down does this go? About to there, I think. It's interesting, isn't it? How like these little bits of colour, little bits of yellow here and a lighter colour here, and you sit back and you start to see a brush forming. It's about there. Okay. Just sitting back, having a look. Yeah, so now we need to do that bit underneath. Let's get some more black, some more yellow. I haven't bothered cleaning my brush yet. Just carried on. So underneath this. So you got to think this brush is a work of art, isn't it? Look at the paintings that Bob Ross does with it. certainly knew how to wield it. I remember thinking when I first started with the brush, I thought I'll never be able to do it like that. I think I'll get some black now. Some black, and it's black and yellow on my brush. I'm going to go under here, create this, under here. Just give it a little bit of a pull to get that ridge, and then under here as well. And there. Yeah. And under here, this bit here, it's got a fine line under here. Yeah, quite like that. And there's where the metal is. Here, where the metal sort of connects. Like that. Need a bit more dark. So pull your brush both ways so you get a really sharp point to do it. And then you can touch and let go, sit back, have a look, touch, let go. Always sitting back, always having a look, seeing if you're getting it. I'll just pull a little bit of that black into there. Okay, and sitting back again. Now, there's some lettering. Oh, and there's some of these lines. So what I might do, where's my Milini brush? No, I don't want that one. My brush is all over the place now. All over the place. I want a fine liner. I know it's here somewhere. Ah, here it is. There's one of them anyway. This is one of the watercolour brush. It's a 0. So I think also, let's use that small brush. I just want to get that bit of colour in there. And we can start adding these lighter bits as well. But I want to, yeah, let's block in the handle first. He says, as he sees something and he thinks, oh, I can just pull some of this yellow into that black. It's funny how that goes, that colour there. You get the green and stuff in it. Well, for some reason, when you use your brush after a while, it goes green. All the colours seem to make green. Does it at the top as well? We need to put our outline on before we do too much. Yeah, let's fill in the bottom part where the handle is, and then we'll do the outline, and then we'll do the details. So let's use this brush. So I need white. So check your colour. Definitely not that. Oh, I've gone into some brown somehow. Yeah. Let's get that off. So titanium white, no, to yellow I'd say. So we get a bit of yellow ochre into the white. Now have a look. Well, it's too bright, isn't it, what I've got? So I've got to think, what can I put in to make that? Let's try green it down. That seems to be what I always do. So let's have a look at that. Now it's too grey. I wish I didn't do that now. I think we need red in it. Well, we need red in the background. Thinking. So that's just looking at that colour there. It's got sort of a greenish look to it. So I think putting black in it might be a good idea. Maybe it's just too dark now. To look at it like that. That's pretty close actually. A bit more yellow. That's close now, that's really close. Needs toning a tiny bit more yellow. Yeah, I'm happy with that actually. That's about right. It's not perfect, but it is about there. So let's get some of this. For our brush, we need a bigger brush. I think we need a smaller brush. Something like that will probably do it. I want to use a big brush as much as possible, but okay. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that's blocked in. That shape needs to be more rounded like that, and that needs to be more rounded like that. Just thinking about where it should lie there. The middle is about there. Yeah, we're about right. So let's let's do that bit. Right, so we need, just move this brush a second. It's got the blacky yellowy colour on. Let's move these two liner brushes. Well, kind of like liners. We need some black. We need some red, which is there, so that's alright. And we need some white. A fair bit of this, and we'll fill in the background, and then we'll leave the area for the shadows. And then there we go. Let's make this colour. Red in it. Bit of black in it. Let's have a look at that. Almost. Don't know why I just picked up some black from over there. I've got some here. Almost. Now it's going to be too dark probably. Let's mix all this together. Get some red. Let's have a look at that. Wow. That's actually still too light. I wasn't predicting that one. Bit black. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. You've got to just go with it at some point. It's about the right tone, isn't it? It's probably slightly too on the grey. It probably needs a little bit of blue in it, really. But I'm not really that fussed. So I'll fill it in. Yeah, so I thought I'd do this one, so I thought it'd be a fun one to do. And someone did request brushes, paint brushes. So here is a paintbrush. I think they wanted brushes in a pot, but never mind. It's almost what they wanted. Just warm things up a bit. More colour. One of the things that I used to struggle with doing the Bob Ross, I say Bob Ross technique, just another way of painting using the Bob Ross materials. Was I used to at first I struggled doing a bush. I used to find that really hard, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't do it. And when I went for this class, doing my training, this chap Daryl, I goes, this brush that I've got isn't working. You can't do bushes with it. And he goes, let's have a look. And he took my brush and he dipped his brush in some liquid white, and he straight away did a bush. And I was like, whoa, it's not the brush then. I mean, it kind of was the brush, that the brush wasn't as good as the other ones that I had. But the fact that he could do a bush with it, and easily, I was like, oh, my method's slightly off then. But he used to, that's how I used to do it as well, after being shown, is I used to dip my brush into the liquid white and load the brush with lots of paint, and then away I would go. It was amazing when I first got it right. I remember thinking, I can do mountains, I can do trees, but I couldn't do the bush. Just couldn't get it right. It ended up just sort of mushing together, and it was pressure. It was just the pressure and the amount of paint you put on. Once I got that, I was like, oh. And I started just making loads of paintings up, having fun with the technique. It's like a hair in there, but it's actually buried in the gesso. Oh, I got rid of it. Yes. Don't want a little hair from the Winsor and Newton factory stuck in my picture. There we go. Okay, so we're getting closer, having a look at my picture, seeing what's off, seeing what's right, what's wrong. So I can see that this needs to go in more. Like that. Yeah, that's better. I'll leave that side. That'll do actually. Now let's have a go at that shadow colour that's here. It's kind of a yellowy, isn't it? Let's go into this yellowy colour here. Let's have a look. So it's quite dark, so let's get some black. Darker still. I think it's got a tiny bit of brown in it as well. Okay, let's see what this is like. Still not dark enough. Black, brown and yellow. That's got to be pretty close. Could be wrong. I am. Oh, that is close though. What about this? Just a touch lighter. It's only a whisker different. It's got sort of a bit of warmth to it. Soon I'm going to accept this colour. Soon I'm going to go, right, that'll do. Yeah. Right. Let's just check this brush a second. I could check this with the real brush because it's almost printed out the same size. So about, well, what, 2 inches, a 2-inch brush, and mine is bigger. I thought it was. So how much? Where are we off? Where are we off? I think we're off this side. If I go from there to there, it's 3. There to there, black, yeah. There to there it's free and a couple of bits. Free and a couple of bits. So we're quite a lot wider. So we use this shadow colour and we can chop some of this off. So it has affected our colour a little bit though. Just using that, but never mind. Here and then sort of goes around like that. Goes to about there, I think. And it goes out, doesn't it? Down there. About there, probably. Get some more of that colour. So it goes wee there and then wee there. Outwards, like that. There. Just use that other brush just to sort this out. That goes down like that. So this goes out more to there. That goes to about, oops, that goes to about there, and then that goes like that. And that goes more like something like that. And then you can go a bit darker, get a bit of burnt umber there. Okay, yeah. Just softening that a little bit. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, and this bit. Can't get to that bit very well. Sit back, having a look. So we're looking to see if we're getting if we've got the shape right. I need that light colour. This is kind of like massaging it to be right. About there. About that. It's closer. That actually goes in quite a lot. It goes into there. Still not quite getting it. Not bad. We're pretty close now. Let's have a go at doing the splitter. Just checking the time to see how long I've been painting. We're not doing too bad actually. Not too bad. So we could do with this handle. Shape right, so it goes quite thin and it goes out. Yeah. Some more of that colour on there. So now I want to work on some of the details of, maybe we'll work on the handle for a bit, try and get that closer to the original. I need to get this shadow colour, which is about, yeah, it's about that. So then like there. It goes in there and then down. I want to try and keep some of this light. Goes in and then out. And then round. What I need to do, just get a little bit more white on my brush. I need to separate this and this. Yeah, so I'm going to get some white and use this white just to create a separation there. Because it was looking a bit too the same. Okay, that's better. I can see that better now. And a little bit of this under here as well. Under here. I get some light area. Okay, just sitting back, having a look. It's not too bad actually, it's not too bad. Get some of this light on here. Try and, oops. Okay. Sitting back, having a look. Oh, it's hard with this one. It's hard to get the angle right. For me anyway, you'll be fine. Sitting back, I can see that shape's wrong. So this is now we can start massaging everything. No, it's these. I want to put these light bits in. There's a bit of light in some of these areas. A bit lighter than that, I think. Some of these light bits here. Bring them across like that. Like that. And along here, to get that line. Yeah, that looks alright actually. Starting to take shape a little bit. Okay, and some, oops, my hair stuck there. A bit more of that light. And then I want to do these lines, and it's kind of a greeny, black and yellow ochre, I think. It's a greeny colour. I think it is. Yeah, it's about right. So we'll put in a few of these lines that go. You can't really see them. I need to go a bit darker. Just pulling my brush both sides to get it sharp. So the angle's sort of like this. Some more paint. Okay, sit back, have a look. Yeah, that works, that works. My creaky chair. Get a bit more. It's dark under here. And it's dark. Try and move it. Yeah. There's little bits of dark on that bit there and there. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. Let's get some more of this light white and yellow. Just we need to do this number 2. It's important, isn't it? This yellowy colour. Need it really sharp though, be able to do this. Not sure if this is going to be sharp enough, but we'll give it a go. So it wants to be about there. There. Mine's not quite right. Why does it have to say 50 point some millimetre underneath it? That's ridiculous. I'm not writing that. I think I'll just leave it as a 2-inch brush. That lettering's too small for me. So I'll just wipe that brush. I'm going to get some of the dark colour, the greeny black. Greeny black. Some greeny black. Okay. A little bit of chrome, I'll make this. Try and make this number 2 pop out a little bit by outlining it. Oh, this brush isn't good enough. I need the tiniest brush in the world. I hope you can see this. Well, let's just put this in here, because it's like this green stuff. Really use. Oops. From the use, that is, those marks. Okay. Need a bit more of that around the number 2. Oops. Yeah, there's no way am I going to be able to do the other numbers that's on there. Got about as much chance of me eating an apple in the next 10 seconds. And I know that ain't going to happen because I haven't got any apples in. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do that bit of yellow, this little bit of yellow that goes along there. Sit back, have a look. I need to improve the number 2 a bit more still. While we're at it, we need to put some of this stuff on here. Bits of paint here and there, isn't there? This ain't no clean brush, it's got stuff all over it. Grime, for the use. It's got a it's got these 2 little beady bits as well. One's about there. And one about there, I think. It's coming, it's coming. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, just sitting back, having a look at this. I just had my lunch. Well, not lunch. I don't know why I just said lunch. My tea. Just had some food. And I'm back. Still the same day though. Not cheating. Just had a chat with Clive as well. Clive 5 Art. See how he is. Working out working out our paintings that we're doing. Just talking about it really. What we've been doing ourselves. So I'm looking at my brush now. Kind of got to forget the reference in a way, because I've painted my brush quite straight and that one's at an angle. So now my handle is not right. My handle, because I've been using that angle when I've painted mine straight, so my handle really should be there. About there. So I'll just get some of this shadow. Where's that shadow? There it is. Some of this shadow colour. Oh, it's got paint all over it. Put my brushes down and there's paint all over the handle. Not good. Don't want paint on the handle. That's better. Okay. So let's have a look at my brush now. Forgetting that brush now. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that is better. So I need a bit more of that brown in that colour, make that shadow a bit darker here. And here as well. Sometimes I just make a bad stroke. Sometimes I make a good one though. I'll do for that, I think. Let's have a look, sit back, have a look. I want to get that roundedness there, that's important. Important feature to the brush. That's looking better. It's definitely looking a bit better. It needs to go out a bit there as well. Probably not quite as much as that. Sort of a smooth transition as it goes out. Like that. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's get some of this colour and let's see if we can create this inner shadow. Goes along there. Okay, something like that, and then I want to do a few lines of this brush. So I'll get a bit of this paint. A couple of these lines that just sort of come off like this. A couple of bristles that have gone off like that. Yeah, quite like that. Go a little bit of the brown. I'm gonna just put in a few dark lines here and there. So I quite like the way the brush looks. I don't want to do too much now. There we go. Sit back, have a look. Well, it's not bad. Does look like a brush. So we can start playing a little bit now. Let's get a bit of this colour, this yellowy colour. And I'm going to start dancing some of this light around. Just in a few areas. Don't want to do it there. And I'll spoil that bit. Maybe I'll leave that bit there like it is. There's a bit of light down there. Dry one of these brushes. Let's just sit back and have a quick look. No, it does look alright. Just having a look at that handle. Gonna get some white and just blend a little bit of that lightness in there. It just needs a bit. There's a little bit of a shine here. Just sort of helping it along a bit, using a bit of white. Yeah, that is better. bit more. Bit there. Bit there. So it blends into this colour, so it won't be pure white. Blends in with the colour that's already on. It needs to be a touch darker underneath there. Just underneath here, this bit. Okay, I've got some of that pure black both sides of the brush. I'll just put a little bit of a line there. I need some light. I need some bit of colour on the handle. Let's just put little bits of colour in there. Bits of paint has stuck to it. I just want to clean this number 2 up a little bit. It's so hard doing this bit. No, I'll just get some white. With that yellow and white. It's just a little bit of light on that number 2. So it's just a bit there, a bit there. Going from light to dark, light to dark. Now I need to just move some of that yellow around it. I think that'll do. I think if I do any more, I'm going to mess that bit up, so I'll leave it at that, and then I'll just, you can see this still, but my big head's in the way. I hope it isn't. These 2 little dots there. Okay, so let's ask ourselves, does it look like a 2-inch brush? I'm just going to put some bits of yellow in areas. Does it? Yeah, I think it does look like a 2-inch brush. Sit back, having a look. There's some little light bits on those bits there. There's a bit of brown on it as well. Bit of light. Another sit back. Okay, I can see something else I need doing. Quite a lot of paint. Just So back and forth. These little lines here. Try and indicate them. Okay, I think other than that bit at the base, which needs a bit of grey just at the base. I think we'll call this one just need to get that line. Yeah, I think we'll call this one finished. Gotta ask yourself, when do you stop? When do you stop? Do you keep going and going and going forever? The more you look at it, the more you start thinking, well, I could just shave a bit off this, just shave a bit off that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then, but yeah, I think for today, I think what I wanted to achieve, a 2-inch brush, I think I pretty much got one there. I could keep going for hours and hours and hours and really try and refine this to as close as possible, but I think this gives you an idea of what you can do, and if you give yourself unlimited time, maybe another sitting, or maybe you're happy with the way it looks now, and if you wanted a painting of your favourite 2-inch brush on the wall, this is how to do it. And get you started at least. So yeah, when we take down the reference picture, this is what I always like doing that, because it's not a photo, it's a painting, isn't it? So you take that away and then look at your painting. So there we go, there's a painting of a 2-inch brush, the Bob Ross 2-inch brush, the landscape brush. The brush that I never thought I'd be able to use, and I was amazed when I was shown how. And you could too. There's plenty of episodes of The Joy of Painting on YouTube now, and it's amazing what's available now compared to when I first started to paint. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this episode, and hope you're enjoying the Oil Eye series, and don't forget to check out my Facebook, Instagram, my Patreon, which is helping a lot. And thanks very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in another one. Cheers, bye.